In this video, we are going to create and code a sprite that will allow us to proceed to the next question. So the first thing we want to do is come down here where we can create a new sprite. I'm going to use one that's already in our library. So I'm going to choose sprite from library, and I'm looking for a button. All right, I found it right here. I'm going to click on button 3 and then choose OK. And then notice it's in this location here on our stage. I'm going to click it and drag it down. And clearly we're going to need to adjust the size of this button. So if I come over here to costumes, I notice, first of all, I have two costumes, a blue one and a gray one. I only want the gray one. So I'm going to delete the blue one. I'm going to click on it and choose delete. And then for the gray one, I'm going to edit it. So first things first, let's click on it. And I see that it is a vector graphic because I do have some tools to edit it over here on the right hand side, which is good. And instead of dragging this one from the corner, because it's just a button, I'm not really going to distort the shape. I'm going to drag it across and then bring it down just a little bit. I need it to be wider and more narrow. And then I'm going to grab some text, and I'm just going to come in here and type next question. And to adjust the size of the text, you can click on it and then choose the arrow tool or select tool. And I'm just going to drag from the corner. I do want to keep the proportions the same, so I do want to drag from the corner. And now I can grab it and move it down so that it's centered on our button. And that looks pretty good. So over here on the staging area, I'm just going to center it up just a little bit better. Right about there. Okay, so that looks pretty good for our sprite. Of course, we need to finish it off by naming it appropriately. So I'm just going to call this one next question. And I need to rename it down here in the sprite list as well by right clicking and choosing info. And I'm going to call this next question. All right. All right, so now that we've created the sprite, we need to code it. So of course, with it selected, I'm going to go to scripts. And all we want to do is make sure that it only shows up when we get a correct answer, because we really don't need to proceed to the next question unless we've gotten this question right. So I'm going to click under events, and I'm going to grab, when the start flag is clicked, we're going to hide it. So go under looks and grab hide and connect those two blocks here. And then we're going to say when I receive yes. So that means when I receive a correct answer. So that block is under events. And I'm going to change the drop down menu to say yes. When I receive yes. We want to make sure it shows. So under looks, choose show. And we want to make sure it's in the right place. So under control, choose forever. And under motion, choose the X and Y coordinates. We shouldn't have to change it because we've already dragged it to the right place on the stage. So I'm just going to leave that like it is. And then we also need to tell it that when it receives an answer of no, we want to keep it hidden. So only if we click on a right answer. And then because we need to tell it to go to the next question, we need to add a script from the events category that says when this sprite is clicked, we're going to broadcast, and we're going to have to do a new message here. So I'm going to click the drop down and choose new message. And I'm just going to put continue to 2, like continue to the second question. I'm going to choose OK. And then we have to say when you continue to the next question, we want to hide it so that it doesn't stay up on the screen. So when I receive, this message needs to say continue to 2. We're now going to hide it again. All right, so just to summarize, these scripts here tell the sprite when to show up and what to do when it's clicked. Okay, so it only shows up when it receives an answer of yes, and when the game starts and when it receives a no or incorrect answer, it's hidden. And then when it's clicked, it broadcasts a signal, which is continue to 2, and that signal is going to tell it to hide again. So let's just test our game. All right, we said answer choice C was the correct one, and it says next question. All right, so there's some more code that we have to add in the next video, but we did do what we needed to by having it disappear when we clicked the button and also having it up here when the correct answer was chosen. So in the next video, we're going to create some sprites for our second question. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.